Hi everyone, and welcome to the first in one of what I hope might be several videos helping you guys with Google Apps for Education. As you can see, video number 1 is about email. The reason why I'm doing this is one of the most depressing things for me is seeing an inbox completely chocker of emails. So there's too many of them and you're often battling with what to do. So, the first thing we're going to look at with email efficiency is creating folders for each class and topic area. Now, just to start with, guys, this is how I organise my stuff. It's not necessarily the perfect or best way of doing it. So take on board what you want and implement how you see fit. Definitely as well, if you think I'm doing something that's not efficient, give me some feedback as well, guys. Okay. Now, just setting the scene for you, if you think about your emails in the way that you think about a physical filing cabinet, you want to create folders for each area so that everything's organised, and when you want to look at a particular subject, you go straight to the area you want to look at. Right, so first of all, creating folders for each area. If I just go into my Google Chrome, as you can see, there's several emails in there that I have to get to. Now, as you can see, we've got our inbox, etc. What I've done is created different areas, folders, for the different things that I need to. So easy enough. Scroll down in here. You can create a new label. So for example, you can create them for each class. I've got one for my virtual learning network, trips that you're involved with, different things that you need to do. That's a personal one for myself. That's a competition for the department, etc. One completely on my mind. Yeah, so it helps to organise things, and as soon as something comes in, so for example this one here is my Shibukawa folder, what you should do is tick it and put it straight to the folder that it needs to be in. Okay, and then that way basically you need to go through, throw them all in the correct folder, and once you've gone through, you'll have a nice empty inbox hopefully, and when you're ready to deal with those particular emails, you can go to that particular folder and organise them. And as you can see, you get a little visual reminder that there is something in there that you haven't read yet. So that to me is one area that I really like, so that you can organise things and deal to them when you're ready to deal to them. Right, let's have a look at the second thing. So that's creating folders for each class or area. File the student work or file everything until you're ready to deal to it. Okay, the everything else area. In here, everything else obviously are things that I have read but don't find the need to actually create a folder for. So those particular things I can just go to when I want to, read it, action it, understand it, whatever, when I've got a bit of time. Okay, so that's the everything else area. We've got email groups for each class, department or group that you're involved with. This is something that I find is really helpful, and it comes in handy in so many different ways. So in your mail area, you just go to your contacts, and what you can do is create a new group. Now this sort of thing is what you need to do at school. You can't do it at home. The email addresses I find don't pop up, okay? But whereas when you're sitting at school doing it, they'll pop up automatically as soon as you type in the first 3 letters of the name. So what I have done is created email groups for each class, and to be efficient with this, what I do is at the beginning of one of the classes sit down with my absentee list, and while I give the kids a task to work on, I sit down and create a group. So just new group, give it a name, for example, Year 13 DGT, and then I can go to the Year 13 DGT group and add new members as I see fit. For example, Max Clark, okay, to prove me wrong, this one is working while I'm at home, so I can go to Max and add him. So then obviously if you want to send out bulk emails to one group of people, you can. This is quite, as you can see, I've got them for my virtual learning class, the e-deans and my students, host families for the Shibukaba group that I'm organising, and that sort of thing. So that's really helpful and handy. Comes in handy in more ways than one. Right, what's the next thing we're going to talk about today? The search area. Oh yeah, this is really helpful, especially, okay, so when you're in your mail area, you can search. If you want to go to a particular folder and search in that area, you can. But if you know, like me, for example, in my sent area, I know I've talked to Neil about several things this year, so if I just go to Neil Pearce and type in Neil, and here is everything that Neil and I have discussed this year, okay, or every time Neil has been mentioned. Don't worry, Neil, it's always for good stuff. Okay, what are we talking about next? Empty inbox. Oh my gosh, I love it when your inbox is empty. Let's just quickly go through and I will just demonstrate to you. Let's just go, there you go. Put it all into, I'll just put it all into there at the moment. Woohoo! You've read all the messages in your inbox. I can't believe it when that comes up. It's fantastic. So that's what an empty inbox looks like, and that's what you're aiming for. Right, the last thing we've got is doing all of your email through your phone. This is sort of an advanced thing. You don't have to do it. It's optional. But yeah, if you want to, you can set everything up through your phone. So I automatically get every email message straight to my phone, and then that way I can either put it into the folder it needs to be put into, or I can delete it straight away, or it can just go into the everything else area for later. Okay everybody, hope this has been slightly helpful to aid you with your email efficiency with Google Apps for Education. See you next time.